All right, guys. Today, we're kicking things off with something different here. Okay? We're in the backyard studio again. The fuck are you doing? Yeah, but this podcast, it ain't going to be professional. It ain't going to be good by any means, but it will be entertaining. We don't even know what the fuck we're calling it yet. But I'm here joined by someone you may have seen in Twitch chat, but you've never seen their face. Because he's always behind the camera. He's always making good content, quality content, things that you always wonder. Actually, no one ever wonders who's behind the camera filming this. You get no credit. You're not loved by anyone. No one.
No.
Not a soul on this planet. There's 7, maybe 8 billion people. Not a single one loves you.
Nope.
I'm just kidding, guys. This is Valero Juan. And he's a man of many talents. He's a jack of all trades, master of none. Can they see that? Did I just adjust the knob?
What do you mean?
This is why I got a tech guy.
What do you want to see?
So this right here, mobile. We can go anywhere.
Try to put it over here.
We can go anywhere, guys. With this, we could go to Mars and see Elon Musk.
Yeah, the idea of this is trying to have like a simple setup on mobile. So in case we want to go to any events or any tournaments or whatever, we have this.
Catch a D-Gen out in the wild.
Yeah, pretty much what he said.
You know?
Just have it in the backpack and just the problem is gonna be the mics.
Yeah.
But we'll figure that out later.
We gotta get new mic stands. These kind of look
They're right.
burn bridges.
They're right.
Yeah, no, it's honestly all right. But yeah, the whole thing's mobile. So pretty much if we have to travel, if we gotta go talk to somebody as a guest, right? Then we can, whatever is easier. You come to us, we go to you, Just no matter what, when you get locked in your basement, Damon, Barlow, make sure we do not get locked in with you, okay? Because you smell bad. Your room smells like shit. I don't know if it's your room or if it's you, but with that being said, the whole thing, it's ready to go. We just got to choose the bag to put it in.
Yeah. And you have one.
Yeah. And we got to choose what car we're taking. Jeep, Porsche, maybe my fat ass walks.
I mean, the Porsche is kind of uncomfortable just to talk in it.
Yeah, he's terrified of my talent.
No, it's too loud to record a podcast in the car.
Yeah, that's right. No mufflers. Yeah. Titanium headers from Slovenia. Not even kidding on that one either. They're actually from Slovenia. But yeah, this whole sort of deal, this whole sort of gig, right? My whole focus with the podcast is to sort of talk about things with guests, with people that aren't really talked about, that maybe they've always thought, maybe they're like, it's sort of like a behind the scenes sort of deal within esports, within wherever the fuck this goes. Okay. Maybe it goes to the YouTube archive, Spotify archive in 3 months. We say, fuck it. That would honestly, look how sad he is. Look how sad. You want to be that one guy on that Tim Dillon podcast.
Ben?
Yeah. But the only problem is I'm not as funny as Tim.
Yeah, that's true.
So I got my work cut out for me.
Yeah,
okay?
you gotta work on that.
Yeah,
it's gonna take a minute.
For sure. Yeah. So another point here. This is our first rodeo. Okay. This is the first time Juan has been in front of the camera. This is the first time that I'm filming something in my backyard that it isn't depressing as shit. Okay. So if you guys see some takes where the lighting's a little bit different, maybe it's darker, maybe it's brighter, this and that. Hey, listen. Okay. as long as it gets the job done. As long as, whatever take makes the cut, whether it doesn't match the timing of the fucking outdoors, right? Whether, I just filmed the intro at the end of the podcast. We had to warm up a little bit because we don't honestly know what the fuck we're doing here. We just have a lot of equipment, a lot of free time, and a lot of things to say. And a lot of things to do too. I was not joking when I said let's go to fucking Mars. Let's see if we can talk to Elon Musk and ask him what fucking galaxy are you from? Or how did you get here from the future? No, but that's a reach, okay? We're probably going to be interviewing people like fucking Aches, fucking Hydra.
I'm going to translate what you just said
To English?
Yeah, so everyone can understand that. Before
Sorry,
you go
psychopath.
off the rails even more, we started shooting the podcast and it was like still daytime. So in the middle of the shooting, like we found a rhythm just because it's the first episode. So if you see cuts like, hey, it's nighttime and then it's daytime again, it progresses. It's just because almost when we were finishing up the shoot, we decided, hey, let's redo the intro just because we already found our pace, like a better pace than we start with. So that's what he said. So
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This is like, the Barack Obama's anger translator. Except you're translating my fucking insanity to English. Yeah. But anyways, enough of the bullshit. Let's keep this on topic, okay? My retirement. There was that video, by the way, Juan, the dual camera angles, the lighting, that was all him, okay?
People liked it.
Dude, you did a great job on that.
People saying they were depressed about it. We got it. That was the whole point.
The whole goal was to make you guys cry a little bit.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that was my third take on that video. The other two takes, I tried to do it by myself. And it was just it wasn't like special. It was just a video.
But you want to tell them how you were shooting it?
In my room. I was shooting it in my room with my web camera that you guys have seen on stream a million times. So it wasn't good enough. And I got some backup. And I lost a lot of that shooting that video, making that announcement. And there's been some things in the works that I basically needed to announce that I was retiring to move on with those plans. And honestly, I sort of knew, right when I got dropped that I was done. So I knew from 3-4 days after champs, and it took me about a month to put out that video. So it was honestly tough. Like I lost a lot of daylight because I would just sleep in all day because I didn't want to wake up knowing that I'd have to shoot that video. I'd have to make that announcement. Even though it was something I wanted to do, it was so difficult and so tough to do.
Yeah, it took us a while because we were planning shooting that video for like the last 3 weeks. But then I had some like scheduling issues and stuff.
Yeah.
You were trying to shoot it on the stream room, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't good enough for it.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't. I felt like my accomplishments deserved more than that video. But today, let's get into the stuff we didn't talk about in that video. Let's talk about all how much you cut out? 27 minutes, around that? 20 minutes?
How long was the video, though?
I think it was like 12 minutes.
Like 12 minutes? Let me check, just to be sure.
It was around 12. It was around 12 minutes, I believe. But the actual recording was closer to 40.
So that video, it's 11 minutes, 58 seconds long. And the shoot was like 52 minutes. So we cut out like 40 minutes of footage.
It was 52?
Yeah.
God damn, I like to talk a lot.
And it wasn't that you did a lot of retakes. It's just like...
I didn't even mess up.
I think you mess up once where you
Well, yeah.
you didn't mess it up, but you want to reframe something.
Yeah,
different.
I was like, oh, that didn't come out well.
Yeah.
That come out. And guys, I'm from Seattle, Washington. All right. I do not have a good way with words. Out there, everyone's antisocial, driving Prius, shopping at REI, hiking mountains and shit. Okay. They don't really talk to people. So for me, you know, and I grew up with no friends. That's not true. I had some. But, you know, sometimes when I say some things and I'm like, oh, God, it's on Reddit. I didn't really mean it like that. Oh, shit. Don't be surprised, okay? Because, listen, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does. But, yeah, let's talk about what was one of the subjects that got cut out.
Oh, what got cut out? You were talking about trying to talk homie with your teammates.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the points. I just cut out a lot of that. Because you said you needed to talk English, then you needed to talk homie. You went like a 5-minute rant on that one.
Yeah.
What else?
Should I talk about that?
About what? You talk about a lot.
Well, so what I mean by like, you know, I'm 29. I went to finish all of high school, all the way 2 years of college, dropped out on the dean's list. Granted, I wasn't really taking that difficult of classes, but man, like it is dude, someone like Austin, for example, Slasher, you know, he knows how to build robots. He speaks English. He speaks, you know, C++, and he speaks homie. You know, it is tough, in my opinion, to be somewhat of an intellectual in the Call of Duty scene, especially with this newer generation coming in, because they weren't like, for me, for example, when people ask me like, you know, how do I go pro? I honestly give them an honest answer. I say, I don't know, because I was there from the start. Okay. I don't have to go through the same hurdles that you have to go through. So I'm not the person to ask. And that's the best advice I can, you know, give someone. But back to that whole point is like those hurdles that you have to jump through to go pro nowadays. It's a lot. Like, it's like when you're 13 or 14, you should be grinding S&D wagers, $2 a piece, all night long, sacrifice school, sacrifice friends, sacrifice fucking borderline everything. You know, look at Cellium. He sacrificed it all. And now the guy can't even tell me how many states there are in the United States, but he's the best player in the game. He might buy a Rolls Royce, you know? Yeah. I don't even know if he can drive. Okay. And he might buy a Rolls Royce just because he can. So it's a high risk, high reward scenario for a lot of these guys coming up. And a lot of times they don't even speak English. They can't even formulate a sentence. I have to literally use smaller words. And by smaller, I mean physically smaller words, you know, that are like, I have to dub down my vocabulary just to be able to communicate. And if I don't, they might look at me like, they might look at you different. So that was a huge reason for why I think, you know, I'm pretty misunderstood when it comes to, you know, teammates and stuff. But another topic is let's talk about the burning bridges part. Do you think that I've burned so many bridges?
Yeah.
See, this is the issue. This is the issue right now. Okay. You know what's funny is if I burnt so many bridges with these players, with these teammates, right? Why did all of them either tweet, DM, or text me? Every single one of my old teammates did.
Okay. What did it say though?
Every single one was like at least a paragraph.
Did anyone say they wanted to team?
No.
Okay.
But the thing is like, I mean, if you truly hate someone, right, and they retire, are you going to be,
But hate
you're going to be happy?
hate is a big word though.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
Yeah.
That hate is a big, strong word.
Yeah.
But every single one reached out, and while they don't want to team with me, like, at least the only thing that I could hope for is that they understood what I was trying to do. They understood me. They understood what my goals were and how to achieve them, all that stuff. I bet you go back and ask these players, these teams, right? Did I help you in the long run? I bet you 80% of them would say yes. 80%. Fuck, I even got TJ Halley 32 to apologize. Think about that one. And that guy cyberbullied me. That's pretty impressive. Dashy even apologized too. Dashy even told me you were right the whole time. And that was one of the most dysfunctional teams I've ever played with.
Here's one of the things. Like, you might be sending the right message, like the content, but the way you say it might not be that right one.
No, yeah. And I'm aware of that. That's fair. That's true. My delivery method in one word would be honest and harsh. Okay? But there's one thing, it's like, I believe the best things in life to hear is the difficult things. Like, the harder it is to hear, the more you needed to hear it. Does that make sense? Like I don't know the exact quote, but I think those things that deep down are true, say, deep down, say, let's just say Neptune, for example, he couldn't throw nades. He knows deep down that's true. And I would be like, yo, Nep, you cannot throw nades at this level, or at this level, you need to be able to throw grenades. You need to be able to land a nade, like, and it's so important. It's funny. You know what Shane told me?
Shane who?
Shane from 100T.
What do
you know what he told me after? It was at the MW2 event. Mm-hmm. He came up to me and he said, your nades and Kismet's nades, our whole team watched your guys' VODs, right? And whenever we were on your 2 point of views, we'd look at nades, look how consistently they hit them, look how consistent it is, right? And who knows, that may have been a reason why they won. It's my whole point though is like, I already used this example a couple times, especially on stream, but it was like one of the MW events, I was playing piss poor. I think we got second, and I went like 11 and 31 on a hard point, and the hard point before didn't do much better than that. And after the event, or after the online event, I forget who told me it. I think it was either Kyler or Shotzi or Ender, one of the younger guys, right? They did what I wish every single fucking teammate I've ever teamed with did to me. Okay? They were like, yo, Porter, stop playing Warzone. You got to pick it up. Like, you suck right now. Like, you're letting the whole team down. And then what do you know? Like, that MW Champs was honestly one of my best. I mean, yeah, I was online. Okay, Mickey Mouse. All right. Let's save it. I've already heard it. Okay, but that event, I was so prepared and so ready that I and I played one of the best events I've ever had. One of the best, couple. Yeah, it was split out between the weekends, but those matches, like, I was doing the dirty work one match. I was driving, that match versus Ultra, I had to drive home like 15 minutes before forfeit. Thank God I took the Porsche, you know, made it home in 7. Okay. The ETA was said 14 minutes, made it home in 7. Okay. Like, not only was I doing that and then, you know, beating Ultra and then playing out of my mind in the finals, but like that one moment that my teammates said to me, like, made me realize, like, cause I knew it was true. I knew what they were saying was true. I was grinding Warzone all night, this and that. My priorities were fucked. And that was one of those moments where it's just like, that was exactly what I needed to hear to like push me over the edge and do something about it. And that's all I've ever wanted my teammates to ever do, is to recognize problems, whether it's by themselves, whether it's the help from another teammate, and do something about it. So that's why I'm honest and harsh. But and I would say a lot of people, most of the teammates I played with, they end up understanding. It just takes them some time. But I genuinely care about every single person that's on my team, whether I actually don't like them or whether I love them. You know, it doesn't matter. I'm a teammate, and I feel like a lot of the teams, a lot of the players in the CDL, like, they lack that. They're either friends or they're just, you know, there for till their contract's up. They're not actually teammates to other players on their team. And to me, you know, it's fucking shameless. It is so shameless. But anyways, that was a little bit of a rant. What else did I talk about or didn't talk about?
You talk about your retirement, but what are you doing now after retirement?
Okay. So, what's next for me? Well, I would say the real question of the matter is what isn't next. Because what am I not doing right now? I feel like I'm so fucking busy, but it's not like the same type of busy. It's not like a show up on this time, wake up at this time, make sure you're good, ready to go. It's different because now it's like do whatever you want whenever you want. And my plans right now, podcast, should I do it in order?
Order like what?
Of like priorities?
Do whatever you want.
Okay. Well, priorities. So Warzone 2 is dropping. I've been hearing some rumors about some big money tournaments. Warzone to me is the play for Call of Duty. Like right now, like, man, I've heard so many rumors of like in the CDL and stuff, like how can we implement Warzone in a competitive? Because Warzone is where the big money's at. Warzone is where, you know, Activision, COD, right? Microtransactions, you know, content. Like Warzone is where it's at. Multiplayer is, I think everyone's else is like me, where it's like they can't take the same sort of run around the, you know, a medium to small size map, just ADS, jump, slide. You know, it's so repetitive. And I think that, you know, Warzone 2, as long as it's good, which from what I played, they need to do a lot. Okay, they need to do a lot. They have a small amount of time to do a lot. But the map itself, I was like, wow, you can fit fucking 300 people here.
You haven't talked at all about your experience playing that game, right?
Like, yeah, no, I haven't.
You should.
Okay, I'll talk about that in a sec. But my plans are to compete, to do content, to stream, to basically try to kick off my content creation via Warzone 2. So right now it's not out. Right now I'm sort of just relaxing. I'm chilling, sort of preparing for the grind that's about to happen. Sort of goals of like, hit 200 hours a month. Trying to fix my schedule that I've been on for the last decade. Get the podcast rolling. What else? The whole sim rig stuff. I bought that because honestly, if there's an opportunity to go pro in motorsport, then I might take it, And on that front, I don't even think any other drivers vlog or do content. They might stream on Twitch here and there, but that is a whole different beast in terms of commitment. But that's been one of my biggest passions. So honestly, if that happens, then I don't know what the hell is going to happen, but I would love to do that. But it's not really realistic. I'm kind of old already. So the whole sim rig stuff was just to practice, get used to the whole thing, learn racecraft. It was also therapeutic because I'm sitting there realizing after the season was over, I'm a little bit fucked up. I'm a little bit fucked up right now. And building that was just honestly therapeutic. Whether I had 200 viewers or 2,000, didn't matter to me. I was having fun. It was relaxing. Except when I scraped my knee and my shin. And honestly bruised a lot of different parts. I have a whole bunch of scabs. My glutes are fucking sore. But it's been fun. But yeah, what else? Oh yeah, the whole firearms content. I don't know, Juan. Do you even want to do that?
What?
Or should I call in backup?
What do you mean?
Like, in terms of going to film it, because the problem when it comes to Juan with the firearms stuff is he don't know firearms.
Yeah, I don't know firearms.
So he doesn't know what to cut and what not to cut.
I mean, but you can tell me.
Shit, I might as well edit it.
Nah, that's not gonna be good. I saw your retirement. Your 3 tries.
Oh,
That shit wasn't good.
I didn't edit that.
Yeah, but you shot it.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying you could shoot it. You could shoot it, but I would edit it.
Yeah, but I
know how to edit from my optic days.
Wow.
I'm a man of many talents as well.
Wow.
But yeah, the firearm stuff. It's actually funny. The guy that I get a lot of, kit from, especially the cool stuff. I don't know what his relation is or employment, but he works with Grand Thumb. He goes, out to the Pacific Northwest a lot. So he knows what he's doing. He knows, believe it or not, a lot of the firearm people play Call of Duty. So I'm in contact with a lot of them. But I wanted to just sort of get stuff rolling first before I get going into that. Because every single, range trip is a whole day commitment, like that. The nights, what you've been out to that one night, one time.
Yeah, we went LARPing. Why are you laughing?
It's the way no one else calls it LARPing, but like me and a couple other firearm. Yeah, well, all the firearm people do, but like it's funny not hearing a firearm person say it when we went LARPing.
Okay, when he goes and plays with his Nerf guns outside on the range, we went from like 3 p.m. and we got back like to the suburbs and shit, like where's people at, because we were in the middle of nowhere, like at 1 a.m. like in the middle of the night.
Sometimes we shoot till 3 a.m. or so.
Yeah, we pull up to a Whataburger at midnight.
Yep, always gotta hit Whataburger up. Bruh. That's the only time I ever go to Whataburger too. That's
a lie.
No, what? You calling me fat?
Yeah.
But yeah, that those whole trips sort of take a while. But yeah, I'm gonna get rolling in that, because I honestly think a lot of people would rather watch that kind of stuff than car stuff right now. As I can tell by my Twitch viewers on the sim racing. But yeah, that sort of stuff too. It's in the works, and I should have put that before the racing stuff, because that's gonna get way more views. Yeah, it will get demonetized left and right on YouTube, but who cares? You know, shooting guns, making content, hopefully teaching someone something. But yeah, enough about the firearm stuff. Is there anything else? The vlogging stuff, I got to get a new camera, a smaller camera for that. Fuck, dude. I think it got delivered today. The mount. Yeah, that's what that small box was.
No, what?
I got a mount for my car, an actual high-end mount. It's actually designed for track, that I can live stream, you know, take my phone, live stream on Twitch from my car on the inside. But speaking of the car, you know, I gotta start bringing in some money soon,
Okay.
because I might sell it.
You're selling the Porsche?
I might sell a Porsche
Oh my God.
to get a faster car, way cheaper, that's not road legal. What you thinking about that plan?
I don't know. You still got the Jeep though.
Yeah, I know. I would get a flatbed, you know, put in the garage, put the race car, because that's what it'd be, and then tow it. Drive the Jeep.
Where are you gonna drive the race car?
Only on track. Yeah. What you think about that? To go fast too.
That's some white people shit.
White people?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's honestly, the only people that I've seen do that is either someone who probably grew up doing it, or an old white person. There's a Irish guy at the track. He wears a top hat and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think he is? Like race wise?
What do you mean?
Oh, I already said Irish.
Yeah, you said Irish.
Are you assuming his race because he's Irish?
No, you just said Irish.
Or is it the top hat that gave it away?
I think the fact you say he had a top hat and that he was Irish made me think that he was Irish.
You mean white?
No.
That was very woke of you, Juan.
I know, right?
Because, yeah, that was pretty woke. Wow. You know, you could have gone with the Caucasian, you know, but instead you repeated back. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, he's white. I don't know his name, but he's awesome. He's awesome.
Thank you.
Known him for years, don't know his name. Oh man. I'm trying to quit these. By the way, keep it going. Trying to quit the vaping stuff. I think after I do this podcast, you guys are going to end up watching it back. But after this podcast, I'm about to go on Twitch and I'm about to sell my body to y'all. And I realize that sounds a little bit like prostitution, but you know what? It's not. That's not the case. I'm selling push-ups for subs because someone said that in order to quit nicotine, and the problem, I think, it's easier to quit from smoking than it is from vaping. Because, I mean, dude, if you're chiefing these down, like, you know, my tolerance is through the roof now. But like cigs, like you would have to smoke like, you know, what was it? 1 Juul pod equals 1 pack of cigs. You know, that's what it was. That's literally the nicotine levels from that. And yeah, like now, I mean, dude, like I might, you know, rip 1 a day, and I never smoked that much. So it's actually really difficult. Someone, the nicotine gum is, that shit hurts my throat. Am I not doing that right?
I don't know. I've never done it.
I mean, it's me, so
Yeah.
I'm probably not doing it right.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. Probably, you know, I can't read, guys. I can't read the instructions. I'm like the Floyd Mayweather of COD. Only twice his height. And he's got about 2,000 times my bank account.
Yeah, I would say a little bit more.
Yeah, for that, that's fair. That's fair. But the whole point is, someone said that you should be doing like almost like physical exercise whenever you feel the need to, inhale some more glass. That's what this shit is, man.
Okay.
Put some more tar into your lungs, all that shit. Whenever you feel the need to fuck up your body even worse, right? Do some physical exercise. And I mean, honestly, that made sense to me because whenever I go to the gym, when I do, like once a month, I'm being honest here, okay? Whenever I go to the gym, I'll be on so much pre-workout. 3 hours will have gone by, right? My spine will have fully collapsed under, me trying to squat. I squat deep for the bros. And in that 3 hours, I won't feel the need or urge to, hit the vape, smoke, nothing. So that made a lot of sense. So today, I'm going to do push-ups or sit-ups or curls, 4 subs. What do you think is a good ratio? One sub equals how many push-ups?
Well, it's different because if you're trying to do push-ups, it's not the same effort as a pull-up, or it's not the same effort as a squat.
I can't do one pull-up.
See, you gotta work on that.
That's not true.
One sub should be one pull-up.
I can easily do one pull-up.
No, you can't.
Bro, I could do... Dude, can you do a no-handed pull-up?
I can try.
Like, dude, my mental game is so strong, I can literally do a no-handed pull-up. I lift myself with my fucking mind. Like a Jedi.
I bet you try. That for sure.
Yeah, no, I've never tried that.
You know who can do pull-ups?
Who?
Doug Censor Martin. Do you see his stream last night?
Dude, quit dick riding, man. Oh.
Bro, do you see that?
No, what do you do?
Bro, so I don't know how or why or when he started doing something with people like they have a software for tracking hackers and stuff. Mm-hmm. He's been hyping it for the past 2 days, saying like, tonight, get your popcorns. I'm gonna get all these hackers out of rank play, whatever, like Warzone and shit. And then he got on stream.
I saw that tweet.
He was hyping everyone up. He had like 10K viewers last night on Twitch.
Yeah.
And then he just started doing pull-ups. And then he just started doing push-ups. And then he just started banging music and just jumping around.
Why do people... See, Doug I admire because somehow he has found a way to trick people via clickbait and then have them forget it, that they just got fooled by him. They forget it like instantly, dude. Like, and then they'll click the next one and the next one and the next one. Doug is literally the master of deception. Okay. But me, I'm the exact opposite. Okay. As you guys could tell by my CDL career, I'm a master of finding out bullshit. Okay. So when Doug wore that wire, when Doug stood a little bit closer to Nameless, when it looked like a fight, but not really a fight, the FBI in me was going. Okay. I knew something was up. I knew this situation was weird. So Doug, he's like, I don't know. We have a great friendship. And you know what? He has 2 great jet skis that I would love to commandeer. Okay. And I would honestly, Doug better not ever let me on those things, because I would fucking leave them in the middle of the lake and then swim back and act like nothing's wrong. Just to troll Doug. Just be like, all right, Doug, meathead. Hits your... Do you know what a breaststroke? Or do you want to do the... do you want to butterfly out to the middle of the lake and just fucking point? Just point to them. They're out there, Doug. Go get them. Fetch. Like he's a fucking golden retriever. He's a golden retriever human being, that guy. But god damn, he's handsome. God damn.
I think it was funny just because everyone was ready for the software, and then apparently like the guy that could use the software wasn't like, it couldn't make it to his place, so they just started having like a rave.
What's that guy's nationality? Who's making the software?
I don't know, bro.
Did he fail?
Have you seen that
in school? Because the only hackers I trust, right, are the ones that failed every single fucking class except for programming.
No, I think I saw one of the guys from like the optimizing companies trying to hire one of the kids, and he had them on a tweet, and the kid apparently was like a MIT student, so he know his shit.
MIT.
Why
is he? That's a lie. That's a lie.
That's what he had on his
That's
bio,
a lie,
bro.
because you want to know how I know that's a lie?
How?
Because if he went to MIT, right, he's obviously pretty smart.
Yeah.
And you're telling me he's in competitive or just in Call of Duty designing programs?
Yeah, maybe he just bored.
Why? Why COD?
What do you mean, why COD?
He's MIT. He can pick and choose what esport he wants to, he'd make this program on.
Yeah, but he wanted to do it in COD.
And number two, how are you going to be, did he fail MIT? Because how are you going to go to MIT and play COD or just do anything? I think if you go to MIT, your schedule is like, fucking sleep, barely eat, breathe a lot, school, come home, study, skip dinner because you're so stressed about some exam you have the next day, which is, probably every day, and then go to sleep.
Did you go to MIT?
No, but
Damn.
I know about MIT.
No.
Yeah, I do.
How?
Because of all the military videos I watch about fucking top secret shit. I'm on multiple lists, okay? They're all from fucking MIT. Point is that ain't no fucking way that guy's from MIT. If you're from MIT, listen, man. I don't even know how could I? Nah, there's no fucking way. Okay, there's a better use of your time. Just report the guy. Activision, not Activision, fucking the developer will clearly ban him. What's up with just leave in the notes. Just say fucking Joe Seacott sent me. Joe Seacott approved this. Okay? Instantly ban. What else is going on?
You got a tournament coming up.
Yeah, the Throwback Tournament. Honestly, our roster's pretty stacked. I have to go, see the old Optic people again. Gonna get some old man jokes, retirement jokes, fat ass jokes. It should be good. My phone's been blown up. I think it's for charity.
I think so. For Movember.
It's so weird though, because whenever I play tournaments, it's for Movember.
I think so.
If it's okay, that's fucking sick.
I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
Movember sent me to F.1 in 2019.
Okay.
In Austin.
Okay.
That was sick. Literally beyond a hookup.
Okay.
Like I'm talking $20,000 ticket minimum. I pissed next to Valtteri Bottas. I saw his cock.
Nice. Shout
out Movember.
Thank you, Movember, for that experience.
Yeah, thank you for letting me see Valtteri Bottas's fucking 9-inch penis.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Got a picture with Ricardo that we'll show right now. I'll send you that later. It's honestly one of the best photos that was ever taken of me. Beats the old ones. Little League, China, beats all those. Okay. Got shoulder checked by Lando Norris. He put on his hood and was just sprinting through the crowd. Shoulder checked me. This is before we even played together and all this shit. But yeah, no, Movember's dope. I was going to make a joke about how when I, say these charity tournaments, when I beat my opponents and I see their heads in their palms, it makes me warm inside. I will feel nothing for slaughtering people on that main stage.
Okay, thank God you say the main stage.
Yeah, of course. What?
I don't know. That
Was that too dark?
No, it was getting too dark until you took a turn at the end. It said main stage. Oh, okay.
I threw a mean curveball in Little League too.
It makes sense.
Yeah, I'm a master at that. But yeah, no, our team's pretty stacked. Hopefully you get some of those guys to come on the podcast.
Can you say what's your team? You haven't said your team.
I don't think it's announced.
Oh, fuck that then.
Nah, this shit ain't coming out for a week or so. Yeah, team is...
No, we're probably dropping it tomorrow. So chill. I think we have an
team is Envoy, JCap, me, and Aches. I feel bad for Envoy. Yeah, but I think a cool one would be me and Aches on the podcast.
Yeah.
And then Juan's going to be here every single time. Unless, you have to go film with Voldemort himself. Defender of Algeria. The one they say Hail Hydra too. Playing with his best friend. You might have to film his best friend Skies. Honestly, if I was playing against him, I'd call him out. I'd call Caesar Skies out as Paco's best friend. Paco's best friend, top red. Paco's best friend, one shot in hill. Paco's best friend, planting bomb. Yeah, my... Have you filmed with all of them yet?
I played the 5th.
You plead the 5th.
Yeah.
Shit, your roster, it's probably not even announced yet, is it?
No, we haven't announced anything.
Okay, well, have you filmed with Kismet and Priesta?
No comment. I don't know. Priesta, who's that?
Yep. Proud of myself. Fucking spoiled that shit. Yeah, one's going to end up bleeping that out or something. Fucking coward.
Hey, I don't want to lose my contract.
Actually, yeah, that would be bad. They would probably fucking fire you. And then you'd be forced to deal with me.
I'm going to announce the roster. It's Formal, Karma, Eggs is coming back, and
Dude,
Parasite.
You guys couldn't afford Formal, and you couldn't even afford to feed him either.
I don't know,
That
bro.
Jack Black, fat fucking bastard.
Hey, but congrats on your tournament. On the Halo
Actually,
tournament.
Damon's fat as shit too.
I saw a picture of him.
Dude.
I don't want to bring that up because I'm not.
Seth is fat as shit too. I might be the skinniest on the fucking Optic Dynasty right now.
I doubt that.
No, seriously.
No.
You want me to stand up?
Nah. I'm good.
Okay, well, that's... Honestly, they're all fat. Especially Damon. That dude, whew. My man, what the fuck is you eating? Okay? God damn, Damon. It's funny. I texted Holly about that. I texted Holly. I was like... Or no, she texted me. No, that's not what happened. Damon texted me this. And then Holly was in the Twitch chat. And I asked Holly if Bella, Damon and Holly's daughter, calls him fat behind his back. And Holly said no. She calls him fat straight to his face. I was like, and you know what I said back? I started clapping. And I was like, shout out Damon and Holly. You guys are raising Bella right. You guys are raising her right. She calls it as she sees it.
Yeah, so Damon or Holly, if you guys want to come by the podcast, you're more than welcome. We're not going to judge you.
Well, that's not the case. Damon can't get out of his room.
Why?
They lock him in. He's one of the people I talked about. They literally have a fucking padlock on the outside.
Why?
And I think Damon, the saddest part of it all is Damon might have a padlock from the inside too.
Yeah.
He goes, I've seen it. I've been to his house a whole bunch. I've seen his room. He's got a pretty sick setup. It's from what I've seen. I mean, Damon's one of those gamers where it's like, it's his escape. You know what I mean?
But that's all he does, though.
No, I know, but Damon, I mean, dude, raising a kid, that a whole bunch of people are having kids now. That's got to be tough, man.
Yeah, bro. You know that.
That's, dude.
How old is Damon?
Dude. Damon? Well, he's Canadian.
What's that supposed to mean?
His age is just a number. They remain the same person throughout their entire life.
What do you mean his age is just a number? Your age is also just a number.
Yeah, but exactly. But for me, it's the mental age that doesn't change. Okay. I'm still the same person. Even though, yeah, I'm getting physically older, I'm still mentally 12. Damon, he's still Canadian. Okay? He still is on Rust doing his night shift, the graveyard shift, fending off every single, whether they're truthful or not, about, he was saying the amount of people that try to raid his base at night, and he single-handedly fends them off. That's where he gets all his Twitter clips, right? And then takes Bella to the bus stop in the morning. He does it every night. The guy is committed to his craft. He is committed to his fucking shift on Overwatch.
How many 24-hour streams did you do this month?
How many 24-hour ones? I don't know. Dude, I don't even know what day of the week it is. Because every day, I went from every day is a weekday. Right? It's actually weird. This whole shit, my dad always used to say, because you're gaming all the time, you know, because I was a pathetic family, or I still live with my parents past the age of, 20, for I think like 6-8 months. My dad would always say, every day is a weekend for you. So every day is a Saturday or Sunday for you. And it's funny, right? Because in my head, I was thinking every day is a fucking weekday. I'm working every single day, getting better, playing all the time, and that's realistically what, being a pro player is. Every day is a weekday. The esports companies, sponsors, orgs, players, coaches, anyone who has to communicate to other people to do their job, right? It all revolves around the players in esports, right? Do the players take weekends off?
No.
So why should you? When you get into esports, that's the one thing I don't see talked about enough, right? And what I cannot fucking stand is, especially when I was a player, is when people that I need to reach, that are, whether it's an org, management, staff, yada yada, right? Doesn't matter. If you take weekends off, you are literally like, you're on a fucking time limit of how long you're gonna last here. Because that's one thing, like, I didn't realize this until after I left Optic. After I left Optic, because Hector was like, dude, the one thing about Hector was he was so personable. Like, I think that's the correct term. I don't know if I just made that up. But I could reach him at any moment of any day, except at like 3 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Yeah, but like some decent hours of sleep,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would know, like, he was on the same schedule as us. He was on the same mindset of like, hey, no fucking days off, okay? Because at the end of the day, we're doing what we love. It's not really working. And honestly, I didn't realize how good that was until I went to a different org. And I mean, even Hashra was available all the time too. He would always pick up the phone and this and that, but like, it wasn't to the same level that Hector was, but it was still like really good. In esports, if there's one day to take off, or one day where it's like acceptable to, hey, my players are probably not going to talk to me on this day, it's Monday.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, like on Envy, what we did was we came up with a schedule, because there's so much content and there's so much like dwell time in between like shots or sets or this and that, and it realistically wasn't that bad. We were just in a position of power and leverage. That's when, honestly, that contract that I made with my, my lawyer and all that stuff was honestly one of the best contracts esports has ever probably fucking seen. Well, in terms of pro, it being catered to the player, because this was after we won champs. We actually got paid hourly for content. Most of the time now, all these teams will fucking fine you if you don't show up to content. But we changed it to the point where it's like now the players are saying, going to you, the staff saying, let's do more content. Let's do more content. Let me help you build your brand so you can pay me for my work. Right. And it's so amazing to me that orgs are, it's like, yeah, that might in theory cost money. But at the end of the day, you're hiring someone to help build your company. Or not hiring, you're paying someone to help build your company. You're paying someone that is literally begging you to help build your company even more, And it's just mind-blowing to me the amount of fines that are taking place. Like, it's to the point where the reason why the content fucking sucks across borderline all esports wide. It sounds like a new Twitter handle.
Esports wide. Nah,
esports wide.
it doesn't work.
Nah, it'll probably be used. Probably.
We'll check.
It'll be used. I'm not saying it's successful. It'll fucking, last 3 months, the guy will give up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what will happen. But anyways, like the reason why the content in esports fucking sucks is because the players just don't want to do it. Because in the back of their heads, they're knowing that while I'm shooting this bullshit video talking about, say it's phase, how many states there are in the United States, someone else is out there grinding. Someone else is out there getting better at their craft while I'm sitting here with a borderline, gun to our heads saying, do this video or we're going to take part of your monthly paycheck. And then what happens is you see these players in the videos, like they look miserable, they look tired. Like for me, for example, right? If I knew there was a video, and I did this a couple times last year, where if there was a video where I was going to get fined for it if I didn't show up, like there was no incentive other than to not get fined, I would show up fucking tired as shit. It'd be like, all right, all I got to do is make it there. I don't have to be entertaining. I don't have to be funny. I don't have to be good. I just got to make it there. And that's what's happening in all the content from at least pro players. If you're a content creator signed by an esports org, you better fucking try. You better try your ass off to be entertaining. But the players have there's just no point to making a good video. Unless you're thinking 10 years down the road. So it's a little bit different, but that's my personal take on the whole content, pro players, orgs, where I think they're going wrong.
I don't agree with that take just because you're putting all your eggs on the competitive basket. And let's say if we perform like we started performing like the beginning of the year, the whole year, then what's the point of just putting so many hours?
What?
Like,
what's the point of what?
I think I don't know how you see it, obviously, because you play and I don't. But like practicing a lot, it's also bad. Like too much is also bad.
Well, what about watching?
What about watching what?
I think right now there's like watching VOD, watching scrims, going over stuff. Say you reach a point where it's like, okay, rank plays too much. Fucking pubs are too much, right? You got so many options to get better. You can go on Twitch, watch one of your opponents do the same thing, right? There's still shit you can take from that. There's still like, okay, this is one of my opponents on one of my teams. I liked when I was a pro player, JCap would probably be best at this because JCap was always watching, spectating nades, all this shit. If you can reach the point where you know all fucking, I think it's 48 players now, 40 something like that. If you know all of your opponents like the back of your hand, you're gonna know, dude. Like that's how JCap remained pro for so long. When the guy was literally, it was the equivalent. Like JCap's gun skill was equivalent to like blindfolding fucking simp and saying shoot this guy in game. That's how bad JCap had to use stuns to kill people. He had to slow down their movement to the point where, he couldn't fucking miss.
Okay, we get the point.
People. Yeah. So, but JCap, right? He would know people so well that when he would go in an area and he would hear a call out of, this person here, it's his mind is racking back those moments where he was watching them. And that's, and shit, I would do the same thing. But it's like there's not a moment when you're a pro player, right? Where too much practice can be too much practice if you remain practicing the same thing. There's so many different fucking skills to use.
Yeah, 100%. But don't you think like spending time with your teammates outside of the game, it's also beneficial to their relationship?
Yeah, but I would argue the fact that like that's still practice. You're building chemistry. That's still practice.
That's let's say if
you're still building. You're right. I see what you're saying because what you're trying to go with, right, is that shooting these videos, doing content, builds chemistry.
Or just going now having dinner.
I wish our old team could have done that. But yeah, there we go, guys. There's an absolute shit show of a first episode. We were everywhere. Okay, any sort of planning. No, we're gonna have to plan. We definitely got to plan. That's not, okay. That's something we got to do. But any sort of flow or like structure, that shit is not for us. Okay? Because we have no idea what we're doing. We're just trying to roll with it. We're just trying to, give you guys something to watch, give you guys something to think about. And that was the first episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys still are mentally stable from tapping into the mind of myself and Juan. He's more fucked up than me.
That's fucked up of you to say.
But hopefully you guys enjoyed. From here on out, hopefully try to get a guest every single time we do the show. Upload schedule.
I think I want to try and aim to make it weekly.
Realistically,
it depends. If you just want to have guests, it's going to be tricky because we depend on other people's schedule.
Yeah.
So that's kind of tricky to make it like once a week have a different guest.
Yeah.
Because also, I don't think the show...
You have to factor in the bridges.
Yeah, I don't think...
the no friends.
I don't think it's good that it's only episode of you and me.
Yeah.
We need guests, like just to make more dynamic and stuff. But we'll try and make it weekly, if not every time we get a guest.
Wait, I just came up with something. Could you or could I get the higher-ups at NYSL to force a content shoot, right? To force a content shoot on your team, on the subliners, right? This is fucking genius, okay? Because I know them. I'm good. Believe it or not, that bridge is burned as a player, but not as a person. Hopefully, I think so. Probably, maybe not. But maybe I go to them, say, "Yo, force a content shoot." But here's the catch: is that when they go into the room, it's gonna be me in there, podcast setup, bam.
Who you trying to talk to?
And then you go from the outside, right? You lock the fucking door.
But who you want to talk to? Who you want to do that?
Who the fuck do you think I'm talking about here, man?
I don't know.
Who the fuck do you think I'm talking about here, bro?
I have nothing to do with that. I don't want to lose my job. But thank you for the crowd for being here tonight.
I'm talking. Thank you for. No, I'm talking about that motherfucking Voldemort looking.
You have his number. You can call him.
I'm not fucking calling that guy.
Text him.
He'll fucking no. You're gonna have to trap us in a room, me and Hydra, okay? But we have to trick him. But once he's there, he's committed.
Wrap it up. We're gonna lose the power.
Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. I think that could work. I think that could truly work. But again, thank you all for supporting my career. But now it is time to do something different. So hopefully you guys stuck with us. Hopefully you guys, didn't tune out of this first 10 minutes, say this is shit. Okay. It's a work in progress. All right. Just like my fucking life after competing.
Yep. That's it. And that's
fair. And that's it. We're done. See ya. Peace.